What if I told you there was a community in Harlem where black people observed Shabbat, kept kosher, and claimed they were the original Jews, and white Jews refused to accept them? 1919. Harlem, New York. Rabbi Wentworth Arthur Matthew, a West Indian immigrant from St. Kitts, founded the Commandment Keepers Holy Church of the Living God. His message was revolutionary. Black people weren't converting to Judaism. They were returning to it. Matthew taught that the original Hebrews were black. He traced the lineage from Abraham through King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba straight to Ethiopia, and argued that people of African descent were descendants of the lost tribes of Israel. According to historical documentation, Matthew cited the Song of Songs, where King Solomon declares, "I am black and comely," and biblical descriptions of Jacob's smooth skin, as the black man invariably is. By 1930, the Commandment Keepers were practicing Orthodox Judaism. They observed every Jewish holiday, ate only kosher food, performed bar mitzvahs and circumcisions, separated men's and women's seats at the synagogue with a mechitza, used the de sola pool Spanish and Portuguese prayer book, parchment Torah scrolls, and conducted standard Orthodox Sephardi-style services. But here's where it gets complicated. The origins of Judaism among black people remain historically obscure. Some scholars trace it to West Africa, where multiple ethnic groups practiced customs strikingly similar to Judaism, suggesting ancient connections or descent from the lost tribes. Others point to Jewish slaveholders in the Caribbean, who may have influenced their enslaved people through conversion or intermarriage, introducing the faith to black West Indians. Sociologist Howard Bratz, who befriended Rabbi Matthew and documented the community in his 1964 book, The Black Jews of Harlem, recorded one congregant saying, "When I stand before the Torah and hear what God told our fathers and mothers and what we have lost, it's made me a new person." Matthew founded the Israelite Rabbinical Academy in Brooklyn, training and ordaining black rabbis who established synagogues throughout the United States and the Caribbean. By 1964, the Commandment Keepers had 200 members. Rabbi Matthew maintained close contact with Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia and was invited to the Waldorf Astoria in 1954 to greet him during his American visit. But here's the devastating reality. White Jews rejected them. Matthew applied twice to join the New York Board of Rabbis, rejected both times. He didn't satisfy their rules of Jewish descent or recognized conversion. The Anti-Defamation League notes that while some black Hebrew groups were anti-Semitic, Matthew specifically refrained from such teachings and advocated kindness between his followers and white Jews. Yet by the 1930s, as European Jewish immigrants increasingly claimed white status in America, many refused to accept black Jews. White Jews in Harlem argued that being Jewish already came with enough social and economic challenges without the added burden of association with black people in a white supremacist society. This created a brutal paradox. Most Jews had historically described themselves as a race, but as they assimilated into American whiteness, they redefined Jewishness in a way that excluded black people, even black people practicing Orthodox Judaism. The existence of black Jews challenged fundamental assumptions about race and religion. If Jews were a race, how could black people be Jews? If Judaism was a religion, why couldn't black people practice it? White Jews and black Jews both defined the community differently, never finding consensus. Matthew recognized the contradiction. According to historical records, he understood many Jewish traditions were European in origin and tried incorporating African, Caribbean, and American traditions into his community. Mostly unsuccessful. The European customs remained dominant. The black Jews of Harlem remained small, poor, and marginal. When Rabbi Matthew died in 1973, internal conflicts erupted. In 2007, the historic synagogue building at 1 West 123rd Street was sold. The congregation dissolved. Today, blocks that once held black synagogues with Hebrew names are empty lots or converted buildings. According to contemporary documentation, the visual reminder of Black Judaism in Harlem has nearly vanished, but the theological question remains unanswered. What makes someone Jewish? Is it ancestry, practice, recognition by established institutions? The Black Jews of Harlem proved you could practice every Orthodox tradition, study Torah, keep kosher, observe Shabbat, and still be rejected by the very community whose traditions you faithfully followed. If this history challenges what you thought you knew, share it. Comment your thoughts on identity, religion, and belonging. Follow Ikemefuna History TV, because the most important histories are the ones that complicate our assumptions.